Welcome back, everybody. Here we are for more Legend of Keepers, and having finished up the basic adventure with the enchantress, it's time to check out the engineer, who we're hoping for some exciting traps with here. And it looks like we get some new enemy types with these like mechanical type fellas. Let's see what our talents are. Renting durations of traps in the engine company for siege tasks reduced. Seems pretty minor. It doesn't come up that much unless it specifically comes up more for the engineer. Price of traps reduced. That's pretty good. Traps are pretty expensive, so that could be a big savings. Training price of mechas reduced. Yeah, let's go for this one. Make traps cheaper to buy. It sounds sweet. And let's just take a quick look here what we got. We got some kind of basic mechanic. Deals damage. Gains 50% damage as barrier points. All monsters in group gains 25% of mechanics power as barrier points. I assume barrier points are like extra health, but who knows? Okay. So all kinds of new mechanics here. Kind of exciting. Nature, barrier stuff. We have the ballista, the gnome technician trap. Minus 10 morale applies enhanced trap to the next trap. Weird. Okay. And the energy converter, 25 damage to the back. Next group of monsters gains 50% damage dealt as barrier points. That's kind of cool. Alright, let's crank it up a little bit and jump in.
Let's go!
Oh, that voice though.
Welcome, Lyra. I love your style. We need elements like you, and your recruitment was most certainly worth losing our laboratories. However, those losses also left one of the company's rear bases, the Yundao Principality, at the humans' mercy. Your mission will be to rebuild its defenses and hold off the human raids. I'm sending you a few demons to help. Good luck.
Some interesting backstory there. Alright, looks like we're off to a fight in the very first week. Blumir, Kadak, and Balco. Love it. Okay, so these guys do a little bit more raw type damage. It's kind of cool. This guy does a nature AoE. This guy does the fire AoE. Oh, cool. Okay, so maybe I should keep these two together. Someone's going to create a resistances. A little bit of a resistances issue here with ice. Although this guy has decent ice resist, so maybe that's okay. Yeah, actually seems fine. And then this looks fine-ish as well. Yeah, actually some pretty solid resistances there. So we got our AoE team, kind of. We got some traps. Yeah, let's jump in. Fight some level 1 adventurers for almost no pay, but what can you do? Alright, been a while since we faced very basic adventures here. Ooh, some very fancy music. I like it. Alright, so we got a classic barbarian. AoE ice, heals life ones, 28 fire damage to the front, okay. Ricochets if the target is defeated, okay. And what do we got? Enhanced trap to the next trap, 25. To get barrier stuff. And just physical broken armor. Oh, the physical is actually pretty strong. Let's see, do any of these people care about barrier points? 32 physical, 14 physical applies demoralized. Fire damage. Fire is going to be pretty poor, unfortunately. You do physical as well. You do nature, which is decent, actually. And you do physical as well. So maybe we want the ballista second. And let's see. Yeah, sure. We'll try the energy converter. Let's see how that goes. Alright, so the front's taking both fire and physical. Oh, this guy is actually quite good at both. Wow. He's got 150 health too. This guy's pretty strong. And the rest is just AoE fire, so it kind of doesn't matter. Do that. Oh, you do still get a spell room, evidently. I should probably take a look at this. Morale an easy target. Okay. Nature damage, poison, physical damage. Next to monsters gains barrier points. Okay, we'll decide. And then we'll go ballista here, I think. And you're my best for fire and physical, I guess. You're both pretty bad at it. So there we go. Don't even know what moves we have, but hopefully we won't have to find out quite yet. Okay, so the barrier points are effectively just extra health, which is pretty good, honestly. Alright, what do we got? AoE everybody, or lose 20% of maximum health to apply self-protection 3. Gains 10%. Maximum life is barrier points per turn. Is that good? It's kind of interesting. Let's try it. I have no idea if that's good or not. Okay. 14 AoE and demoralize stuff, or just hit the back for a lot. Let's try this. Okay, more persecution, of course. Gain some more of those points. Oh, we're still alive, so we'll actually get some barrier going there. Alright, let's flamethrower here. Pretty respectable. Alright, I think I just go for this now. Try to eliminate the back unit. Doesn't hurt too much. And of course, persecution. Very good. Oh, she died. That's even better. Alright, we can use an AoE here. Maybe finish this guy off on morale, down to 20. Oh, he just... Alright. Apparently managed to do it in room 1. That's pretty exciting. Okay, the Hawk Trainer looks amazing. Not sure what's mechanical about him, but he's kind of sweet. Alright, physical damage to the back, increased by 100% if he has barrier points. Wow, 100%. That's pretty substantial. And then AoE fire and burn too. That's really good. They're a little weak defensively, but seem pretty powerful offensively. The Psycho Imps, of course, and then the Possessed Armor, which can also apply burn. I think I like Pokat the Hawk Trainer. Let's check him out. Alright. I mean, that went incredibly well. This guy wants to take a break, ideally. We have 390 gold. That's a lot. Let's check out the Merchant, and then maybe if we can save enough money, we get a course. We'll see. Okay, so we have a fan, which, yeah, we already have some morale stuff, so that could be useful. Sure. This is Steel Golem. Ice damage to the front, apply frostbite, gain 20% as barrier points. Okay. 30 nature damage, remove all effects applied on the target. All monsters in the group gains 10 barrier points for each effect removed. Kind of interesting. Also very tanky, I like that. Let's just go nuts here. Bye, everybody. And the question is, do I go merchant again or event? I think I'll go event now. The demon fruit, huh? Plus 10 to all my master resistances by sacrificing the ghost. I just paid for that ghost. But do I need him? Probably don't need him. 10 to all my resistances is pretty powerful. Sure. Let's eat a ghost. Okay, what is this? Demons attacks regenerate if they're affected by burn. Give this guy a level up. How many demons do I have? Not many, right? I have one demon. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to give this guy a level up and then take a bunch of money. That sounds good. Alright, we got some adventures coming in. This guy's now level 2. Fantastic. Let's see. AoE, AoE. You do not AoE. You do AoE. Hey, how about that? Although, let's see. You want to be in the same room as this guy, right? So I can give you some barrier points and make you awesome. How's that look? Fire's good. Ice is fine. Physical's good. Nature. Air, yep. Okay, not amazing fire resistance here, but passable. Ice is fine. Armor is okay. Nature is also barely passable. Yeah. I think this will just barely work. Let's give it a shot. It's still a pretty easy fight, so shouldn't be too bad. Alright, what do you got for me? Wow, they are not very healthy here. Poison, dodge. Right to the bag gives them a roll back once. Okay, so we probably want to focus on damage. Let's see. Energy converter looks pretty good. Into ballista or the other way around. But we like giving these guys the thing, right? Because it makes the Hawk Trainer better. So let's go for converter. Then I need nature in the front. Okay, I got 2 options for that. Except you have a lot more health, so probably you. See, does this guy have good air resist by chance? He does. Alright. Doesn't have that much health. Maybe I put him middle and put this guy back. That seems fine. Something like this, we skip out this dude. Yeah, sure, let's try that. Then we'll go for a ballista. Some kind of spell and nature to the front. Looks like that's your job, and air to the back is... either one of you works just fine for it. Sure, and there we go. Alright. Doubt they'll get that far given what happened last time, but you never know. Okay, rude. Okay, still have a barrier point, which means this is double damage, although it's going to get dodged, so I guess we're going to go for the AoE here. Which is still solid, actually. It did a lot of damage. Okay. Yeah, they have pretty bad fire resist. I guess we're just going for burning them out here. Let's see. 25. I think this is slightly better. It's close, though. Yeah, this not inflicting bleed right now is pretty good. Alright, sure, let's do that. Yeah, I'm still not sure what the mechanical bit of the Hawk Trainer is supposed to be, but I'll take it. Sure. Alright, that's where it all falls apart. Firehawk move, though. Pretty insane. Oh, the hawk flies away. How nice. It's just gonna kill them, right? Pretty much. Alright. Yeah, I get to use a spell. No. No, I don't. Well, that's okay. Alright, we got the Fukuchi on here. Got this guy and the imps. This guy's pretty good as far as morale damage goes, so let's take him. They're all kind of morale damage dealers, and he's the best one of the bunch, I think. 150 gold. Alright, you get to come back. Cadillac here's got to take a break. Alright. Could maybe use a merchant at this point. Okay, you know what? For 25 bucks, I'll buy these guys. Let's buy the portal as well. Don't know about the Time Watcher. Not excited about this guy. I think I'm going to save my money here for some training. Question is, do I plunder? Yeah, I should be fine to plunder. So we got gold, and the volunteers gain some morale. Volunteers just gain morale. Or I think we'll go for this. The 10-week injury would obviously suck, but it's a pretty low chance. So. Okay. Well, we lost the guy, but we did find a 2 bird stone, so that's kind of exciting. Then I'm going to go for a trainer. Which I guess I want to bring these guys back in temporarily so I can train them if I need to. Let's see what we've got. Okay. Creates 5 barrier points when attacking the target's morale is under 50. Okay. 325 for this, jeez. I guess it would put him at level 3 there. I really would like to level this guy up probably because this is such a big deal. So let's just do that, and then that lets me probably level the M's if I want. Which is fine. I'll level the M's, sure. Just spend that money. Can I afford a business trip? Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Not very well. Guess we're going for another plunder then. I'm just hoping that we don't get wrecked. Okay. This is a much higher chance of a monster. Longer injury though. I think we'll go for this one. Okay. Nothing too exciting. That's alright. I guess we'll go for the master bonus. The trap could actually be useful, but I like having the gold there. So. Okay. Do I have my fire setting guy at the moment? I do not. This is not particularly strong teams, but that's okay. Figure it out. This guy does a lot of nature and fire. Okay. Ice, physical. Okay, these two are a really good complement. They cover the basics, at least on their own. Let's see. Yeah, they're both strong as well, so I probably want to give them somebody a little bit weaker as a third here. Okay, it can't be this guy because he's the only one with nature resistance. Probably just gonna end up being the M's. Yeah, I think that's actually right. Cover fire, cover ice, cover armor, kind of. Yeah. Yep, this looks good. Or at least as good as it's gonna get. Don't know how good that 2 birdstone is gonna be. With our current team. Oh wow, okay, we want to go for morale for sure. Can't be demoralized on that guy, it's pretty unfortunate, but so we had this thing 10 and then enhanced, so I could do that into fan maybe. Yeah, it seems respectable. Alright. Ice. Oh god, they're all hitting the front. Ice, physical, and fire. Okay. Probably just this guy. But these things furthest back because I want them to survive and be able to do their morale thing. Alright, get fanned. This guy will hopefully be gone, so it's mostly physical and fire at this point. Which you're pretty good at, but you have no health. It's kind of a problem. But I still think I put you there, you in the back. Alright. See how this goes for us.
Holly!
And rage is definitely unpleasant.
And committed!
This doesn't matter which one of these I do, really. They're the same. No, this guy's not getting a turn. That's unfortunate. He sure could have used a turn.
I'm committed!
Alright. Well, we got a third use of this, and it actually bounces this time, which is big.
And committed!
Okay. Double fan. Wait, wasn't it supposed to be enhanced? Oh, it just deals extra damage. Oh, that's not helpful at all. Oh well. One of these does morale, right? Yeah. The easy target part doesn't do anything, but neither does any of the rest, so. Get him with targeting drone here. Pray that this guy goes relatively early. He did. Okay, good. Stack some extra tiredness there. Let's see here. Nature of the front loses barrier to attack extra, or yeah, sure. Let's do that. Get some barrier going.
I'm committed!
Ouch. Let's see here. Can you hit the back? You cannot. Remove all effects. All monsters gain 10 barrier for each effect removed. It's probably worth it, actually. Sure. Yeah, 40 barriers, quite a bit. Alright, we're gonna go for this. Keep just tanking up, basically.
And committed!
Okay. Oh wow, it's so hard. Sure. Alright, I guess maybe we're switching gears now. Because it turns out this guy hits really hard. Alright, cool. Resistances, Radiant Bomb gets better. Or Targeting Drone gets better. Okay. Your resistances are never bad. 14, 10. Let's go for the drone, sure. Sounds like fun. Alright. Oh, I can't afford this, that's a bummer. Could maybe afford something to engineer. Let's see, you're gonna want to come out. You get to come back in, you get to come back in. You can if you need to, so we're kind of okay. Especially I had the therapist, maybe. Sure, let's see what we can do here. Ballista's always a good upgrade. The fan's pretty powerful. It's really between those two. We have a lot of physical damage, right? Let's go for the ballista. I had the therapist. And no reason to go to the merchant. I think we just had the event here. Of course, we can't afford anything. Cool. So we're losing our gnome technician. Cool, cool. And then I can't afford anything. Alright, well that ended up being kind of poor. Alright, we're getting a trap out of this. That's kind of nice. Put you back. Did I put you back or not? Being at 5 versus being at 4 doesn't actually make much of a difference. So I might as well have the option to use them here. Alright. Okay, good. You applied burn. Somebody else applied burn as well. You. Might just do this. Gives me the nice burn squad situation here. And then I'm going to move these guys because I feel like this side's probably stronger. Alright. Let's try that. Should be pretty straightforward in any case. Okay. Slightly less morale, but pretty close. Nature. Dodges the first trap. That's annoying. And shuffles monsters. Okay. So, let's see. Their ice resist is pretty low, but this guy's going to dodge the trap. Ballista is pretty good. Converter gives me some barrier points. Let me start with the converter. So getting this dodge out of the way is kind of nice. Yeah, let's go ballista, get the dodge done. Then, let's see here. Nature to the front. Okay. Looks like it's going to be this guy. Then fire to the back, right? Fire to the back. And I guess we just go for the Hawk Trainer. Go for a big fire setup here. I'll go for the portal. And poison. It's definitely this guy. Fire is... Oh, not a lot for fire here. That's unfortunate. In terms of damage, nature... Physical AoE? Kind of interesting. Different physical AoE. Or physical to the back as well. Yeah, let's throw these guys in, why not? I think we'll be okay either way. Oh, and I forgot about the shuffle, obviously. So we're in, like, the worst possible arrangement here. It's not great, I'm gonna be honest with you. Oh my lord, what? Okay, well, it's hard to say no to that. Practically kills the dude. Let's see. What can I do here? Flamethrower is solid. Yeah, let's just do that. Well, for getting stupidly shuffled, this went quite well. Flamethrower. I guess so. Alright. Just need anything to eliminate these guys. Next group of monsters gains barrier or poison 3. How's your nature resistant? Oh, you can't be affected by poison. Oh, I guess we'll go for this then. See here, air resist is not bad. I could just go for a morale kill, but this guy can't do anything with that, so probably not correct. Hard to say. This is 30 barrier points to perform additional attack. Don't quite have 30. Alright, not bad. Pandora's box. Okay. Electric coil, kind of interesting. I like poison dart quite a bit. It just does a lot of damage. Alright, they all lost 2. Sure, we don't need the doctor. The trainer is probably not going to do me much good either. Yeah, all I can do is upgrade the imps some more, which I don't even think I want to do, honestly. The event here. Can steal the fang. Okay, that's not actually very good. I can sell this for 140 gold, or I can do nothing. Well, stealing's certainly better than doing nothing. I think this is better than 140 gold. This fang's not good, but I might as well have it. Skeleton Scientist is not the best, but sure. What else am I doing with this blood? Alright, cool. We can go grab ourselves an artifact now. Take a few of these people out of here. Let's see. So I took out a lot of the fire AoE guys. You can do some AoEing, I guess. 60, 70, 120, 60. Okay, let's see. Fire. Okay, we need to swap somebody in here for fire resist. Oh, we just don't have good fire resistance, but this guy at least has a lot of health. Let's put this dude in there instead of... you? No, you have a lot of health. The doctor I like in the first room. I guess this guy. Alright, try that. Okay, so that covers me on fire at least a little bit. Ice looks good. Physical's fine. Nature is fine. And air is okay as well. Here, fire is not great. Ice is okay. Physical's okay. Nature's good. Air is fine. Alright. Looks reasonable. Let's jump into it. Come on, artifact. Alright, what we got? Trap first. Oh, it's a lot of health back here. I mean, spells as well. Do some morale losses. Okay. So probably going for damage. Nobody's doing anything about traps. That's fine. Poison dart actually quite good here. Let's see. Fortunate that easy target's not gonna ever work. Nature. Yeah, the nature AoE is probably what we're gonna end up doing. Which doesn't really affect any of this, I don't think. Ice is pretty bad. Physical? Okay. I guess I could use the energy converter, actually, because that's physical damage to the back, where she's got the least, and then we can do the dart later on, maybe. Sure. Let's do that. Give these guys a bit of a barrier, which is cool. Alright. Fire and air to the front. Okay, nobody's good at both. This guy's good at one, and this guy's good at one. This guy's got a lot more health, so I guess it's him. Maybe physical as well. Okay. How's AoE nature is pretty good. AoE physical is medium. This guy also does nature. Okay, I guess we'll go with the nature gang here. Enhance our trap as well, which is kind of cool. Go for a spell and see what we can do here. Air and fire. So probably still this guy. And let's see. You're kind of bad at damage. You're okay. You're probably okay. Alright. Guess we're doing this. Alright.
Ready to shoot.
Let's rock.
Holly.
It's just rude. Ah, this is the one with bleeds now. Okay. Unpleasant, for sure. This does bounce, but I feel like applying a bunch of poison is probably better.
And committed.
Ouch. Let's see here, AoE. Let's just hit the back. Okay, I don't think good doctor's surviving here. Nope. Sure, let's do this again. Stacking up more poison.
I'm committed.
Down we go. But this should be pretty strong. Continue with the poison here. Alright, they're immune to spells, of course. Like the little drone theme we got going here.
On there.
Alright, let's see. Give everybody barrier points or do this, which will clear. What's the order? You go next. Clearing the dodge might be useful. Fine.
And committed.
Ouch. Let's see here. Definitely this one. Oh, this removes effects though. I actually want to remove all this poison, but guess it is what it is. What's she at? 16. So she'll die to my wrench throw anyway. Let's just do this. This barrier mechanic's pretty interesting. Could see it becoming quite strong later on. Sure. Wait, what? Why did he fire twice? What just happened? I mean, I'll take it, but I don't know why that happened. Alright, we got the horn, the glove, and the tar ball. I think I just take the horn here. Simplest to use. Alright. Workout's not going to be very good. The merchant's not all that exciting here either, but we could find something useful, and we could probably use another body or two. Why not? Don't want a Pandora's box. Second Hawk Trainer I actually will buy. It's pretty good. Been strong. Check out some events. Yeah, we're going to take the insane amount of cash for sure. Oh, I see. Can lose 50 life. Oh, but gain blood. Okay. I can send this guy. Was that one of your in your... Okay. It's 50 life. I gain 20 a week. Yeah, I'll fight him. That's fine. And then trainer or workout. Save the cash for now and go work out. Do this. That's all I can afford. And I guess we're going for the harder one. Okay. Probably split these guys up. Yeah, otherwise this worked out fine, right? So I think we just stick with it. Let's go. Okay, we got a barbarian, so we're probably gonna morale them down. Dodge and dodge a trap, restore life. Okay. So I probably want to go for morale. Which I'm not especially well set up for, am I? Not great. But I need to at least morale this guy down, so I need these things to survive. Alright, what do we got? Fire to the back, physical to the front. Okay. Well, you're pretty good at taking fire damage. And physical. I guess you're the best at taking physical. And then we're just gonna have to use these guys and hope they survive the AoE. Cool. Now let's see. This guy dodges. No, one of them dodges the first trap. But we've learned Gnome Technician doesn't actually work that well. I could go fan first. It'll at least hit these guys and then use a damage trap later on her. Sure, let's do that. Alright, fire to the back. Yikes. Not a lot of options. And physical to the front. This is you. Anybody else got morale damage? You got morale damage. You're not like super helpful otherwise, but sure. So what is she weak against? Let's see here. Ice and nature. How confident am I that these guys are going to be gone, right? Probably just better go with the polar portal here. Alright, let's go. That's a lot of damage considering. Let's definitely do this. Man, I think I should just go for the protection here. protection won't kick in time. Well, only a small waste, but it was a waste. So let's see, we did improve this, and it gives easy target as well. Probably the way to go. This guy is rude. Oh my god. Okay. Need this guy to actually run off. What was he at? 34? Let's hear Frostbite and get some power, or remove and gain a bunch of barrier. Sure, and still get rid of Enrage as well, I guess. Has to be this. I survive a hit from the fire bow. Nope. I got 10. This gives 5. Oh my god. 10 barrier points per effect removed. This is going to deal me 5% of my maximum life, which is about 6. Yeah, I guess this is actually correct. So now I should survive the burn. Yep. Which means I can do this and make him run away, which is a big deal.
Everything has been tweaked to optimal performance.
Well, looks like we get to fight. Do I have some sort of morale attack? I think I did have one, right? 21 plus 100% of Master's Barrier as physical. Okay. Radiant Bomb, 14 nature and 10 morale. 70 air, gain 50% damage dealt as barrier. That's pretty good because it hits hard. This would clear the dodge charge and also do some poisoning, which is not bad. I think I'll start here. Burn's not particularly comfortable. Alright, I think now we just start doing this.
My drone's got his eye on you. Oh.
Yeah, we're not losing life that fast. So it should be okay. That helps as well. So now I should be able to finish them off with the AoE here, which will also reduce this guy's morale further. So let's do that.
Aw, killed by something so small.
We're about to get a double KO here. Sure.
Killed by something so small.
Alright, that was a little bit tough. Let's see here. Morale thing. This guy and this guy. think I'm going to take the possessed armor. It kind of fits on multiple axes of what we're doing. Alright. Got a bunch of money now. Question is, where do I want to spend it? I don't feel like I need a merchant, especially. We got 6 traps. We got plenty of bodies. Could go with the engineer. That's probably fine. I like upgrading the fan quite a bit. Powerful upgrade. We've been using this a lot, so I could upgrade that. This is pretty good as well. This is pretty good. I'll go with this one. Alright. Hit the event, of course. Thirst for revenge. Do I need the morale? Not very much. Let's just get some tears. Go on a business trip. What is this? Applies terrified when a demon is defeated. Well, we still don't have very many demons is the issue. Bloomier. Sure, let's do that. Okay, and then trainer for 150, not worth it. Zlooby, the pet insect, died in a mopping accident. Alright, let's do this. Get a whole lot of tears now. Alright, we got a champion for a rare. Probably worth doing. We're mostly in good shape, right? We can take you out, we can take you out, take you out. Everybody else can stay in, so let's do it. Alright, so I want you and you and you together. That makes sense. I also want you in the front room. You can evacuate. 1, 2. I guess I don't need this guy in there if I don't want him. So let's see if they have any striking weaknesses. Could maybe use some ice. Could maybe use some armor. Yeah, ice and armor are their weakest things. So I could throw this guy in there. He's got a bit of both. Would that leave this room short-staffed? Fire is good. Ice is fine. Armor is good. Nature is good. Air is good. Air is not great. He does help with that, but I think we'll manage. Alright, let's try that. Champion. Here we go. Okay. Well, another guy I want to morale down. Okay, and the pyromancer does a bunch of stuff with burns, okay. Mostly hitting the back, actually, with air and fire. Okay, it looks like it's still this dude. And then physical to the front. It's gotta be the armor, of course. And then I gotta get the doctor in here to try and reduce morale, I think. Makes sense. It'll also power up our next trap. Or no, it won't, because this guy's only level 1. Ha! Well, that's fine. Do like the fan. I could do that second, though. Make sure that tiredness actually sticks around. Let's see, regenerates health. Regenerates morale. Okay. Although this is the one that's getting buffed. Or no, it's not. Damn, I keep thinking it's going to get buffed, but it's not. Oh, but this can give me easy target. Though, that only increases damage taken. I don't think that affects morale. So other traps just don't really do that much, though. I could deal him a bunch of physical damage and get some barrier points, I guess. It's not so bad. Alright, let's go fan. Then we'll probably go easy target, and then do the energy converter. Alright, fire and air. Oh, we're in trouble here. Probably has to be this guy, because he just at least has decent health. Guess you're going in the front and you're going middle. I'm worried about this one. I mean, it is a champion fight. It's supposed to be scary, but... Ouch. Oh, cool. I just don't get a turn. That's fine. Didn't need a turn anyway. Alright, crits are good. I like crits. We get one more turn, that's good. Place terrified if the armor's negative, which it is. Could be interesting. This hits for morale though. I think this is better. Tough choice though. Kinda close. Wait, what just happened? Oh, I regenerated a bunch of life. Cool. This is actually absurdly powerful, isn't it? Maybe you should be paying more attention to my loadouts and use demons appropriately. Okay, it's a good amount of barrier now. What do you do? Multi-shot and area shot. Ugh. This guy's at 240 and 60. Okay, so it's not going to take too many hits from these guys to kill him. So I guess I'll just do this, gain some extra barrier. Okay, can I survive the hit, please? Alright, good. I survived the hit. This might actually be pretty good here. Give these guys some extra barrier going. If I could just morale this guy down as well, that would be a big deal. But I probably won't be able to. So I guess I'll do this. Loses 30 barrier to perform additional attack, max 2 times. Wish his nature resist was a little lower, but still pretty good, I guess. I guess for committing to damage, might as well commit to damage all the way. That regen though is gonna suck. Alright, well he nearly died.
The drone is operational. I hope you are too.
Okay. Alternatives. Oh, that's actually gonna be pretty good. But obviously I have to finish this guy off first. Yeah, this is just better.
Aw, can't play something small.
It's regen though, I don't know if I can keep up with this. I mean, 80 is a good hit. I guess I won't take very much damage at least. Taking about 20 something turn. 2 more attacks. Alright. That looks like we're gonna be fine.
My toes got a silent.
Alright. Took some doing, but we got there.
Headshot.
The Ironclad Mantis. This looks amazing. Air damage, gain some barrier. 18 plus 50% of the barrier. Applies multi-action next regular trap when defeated. Okay, that's pretty sweet. Heroes with less than maximum. Okay. And the old Infernal Guardian, huh? Trudy. That is really low health for an elite. I will say that. And actually low morale as well. Huh. Yeah, as cool as this thing is, I think the Guardian is just better, unfortunately. Plus a demon, which is kind of a huge deal with the artifact we have. Alright, time to go to the doctor, I think. 100 life is going to go a long way. Alright, doctor visit out of the way. Let's see what we've got. Siege, plunder, and business trip. There's a second siege as well. I definitely want to hit one of these sieges, so maybe I'll go business trip into siege. See what we can find here. Poison. Definitely don't want to give this guy up. This looks fine. Sure. I'll go for the siege. Ice trap. Poison dart plus gnome technician or fan plus energy converter. Definitely don't want this. This is probably fine. I do like the dart, but it's a lot of money. We have 600 gold now. We actually get to spend it. Alright. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I wasn't anticipating that I'd be missing this many people exactly, but should still be alright. Let's see. Who does fire? You do AoE fire. So you want to be with the elite. Anybody else do fire damage? Negative. But you apply burns. It's kind of the same thing. That's some healthy boys here. Let's see. Fire. Okay. Ice. Not great. Probably means I don't actually want you here. Although you have a lot of armor. Maybe I put you there. Let's see here. So that covers ice and armor, sort of. Nature is good. Air is alright. Yeah. I'm gonna be short. No, I'm good in air here as well. Ice, physical. Bad on nature here. I'm kind of just bad on nature across the board, so I guess it's gonna have to be that way. Okay, this is scary. Looks like more AoE in this room, so let's swap them. What do we got? Trap and a bunch of gold. Seems okay. Sure. Let's hit it up. Trap, disaster, trap. Okay, what are my disasters? 40 physical damage, stunned 1. Oh man. That would be fantastic. But I don't know if that clears if they go straight to like a trap room. Oh, it only does it to one guy. Okay, I see. Morale and haste. Next group of monsters has 20 barrier points. Okay. What are we doing? We're probably looking at morale again. You regenerate life. Yeah, we're probably looking at a morale kill. Although, can I even do that? Let's see. You do a little bit. You do a little bit. Okay, this room actually does a pretty good job of it. But then this room probably can't at all. Am I gonna have enough out of what I have here to do it? Probably not. That's tough. I'll do the fan second, because the tiredness is good in any case. And then, let's see, physical. Yeah, the ballista looks pretty good here, actually. What's this? Barrier points. Okay, I could do morale. Yeah, alright, let's go ballista. Then we'll go fan. Let's see here. Ice. Oh god, they're all focusing the front. That's so bad for me. Ice, air, fire. Let's see. 25, 25, 35. Oh, these are the same person. That's why they're so similar. Yeah, I mean, it's one of them. You in the front, I guess. You're probably going in the back. 10 morale. 14. Yeah, okay. I think this is it. And then we're hoping this guy's mostly gone. So it's mostly fire and air. So, yes. You in the front. You in the back because you're just squishy. Okay. Could be rough. It's a lot of damage. But I think I need this.
Hoy!
Hopefully the tiredness does a little bit to keep me alive as well here. Alright. Yeah, we're doing this one. Okay, well, if anybody was gonna rule... Okay, no, just everybody's... Oh my god. Okay. That could have gone better. It could have. I think I'm dead. Am I dead? Yeah, I think I'm dead. Ooh, I'm not dead! Very exciting stuff. Alright. Problem is these guys cannot deal morale damage at all. So this doesn't really do anything. Guess we're just gonna go for this then. Alright. Let's hit you for 100 damage. What the heck? Sure. Oh, very nice. Okay. Maybe we'll actually be okay then. This thing's really good. It's able to stack up quite a bit of this barrier here. Okay. Oof. Pretty close. We got there. A second fan. Okay. Trained rats. Alright. And the coil. I want a second fan. They are my best tool in terms of morale damage. Trained rats are solid though. Maybe I'll grab some of those. Alright. Let's see here. Workout looks good actually. We have, oh my god, we have 700 gold as well. Still, I'll go here first. Definitely do that. Definitely do that. I might as well do this as well, sure. Let's see, there's a trainer coming if I want. Sanctuary's good too. Engineer event. Lots of options. Let's check out the engineer. I have a lot of traps and... Oh wow, that's a huge upgrade. Let's do that. 40's so big. 150, 150. Sure. I'll also do these two. Alright. It's a good amount of our money right there, but that's fine. Let's go business trip. Or event. Because this is the last fight. This could give me an artifact that matters. I think I'm willing to risk it. What is this? Frostbite. That's actually not bad. Although this is my, like, morale guy, so... Maybe I just lose this guy instead. Sure. Okay, and then I'm going to go for Sanctuary, because that should let me do something cool. So either they all get Vulnerable, Elemental Weakness, or Bleeding 3. Vulnerable has to be the best, right? Okay. Yep. Okay, we have exactly enough people to fill it up. So let's do actually 2 different fire squads here, right? Oh, was my hawk guy out? What happened to him? Well, regardless, I have a second hawk guy, which is good. So this guy consumes burns. These guys apply a bunch of burns. Oh, sorry, these guys. So I want them all together. I want this guy in the front as well. And then sure, why not these two? That's fine. Then this guy has 1 fire guy with him. That's not actually very good, but I think it's still fine. In terms of resistances, hopefully we're covered by just the sheer amount of things we have. Do I have any good nature? And not amazing. Alright. Nice physical nature there. Yeah, this looks like we're covered. So I think I'll do it like this. Let's jump in, fight this champion, hope for the best. Okay, it's an ice champion. That's probably helpful. Can't be demoralized. Morale loss is reduced. Flame shield. Okay. So we're doing regular old killy stuff, which I like. Okay. Ice to the front and fire to the front. Never good. Never a good combination. Tough to get resistances for both of those. How's their fire resist? Bad on these two, excellent on her. Interesting. 52, 46. Yeah, the only people with reasonable resistances are really low on health. So I think it's just going to be him. And then it's just AoE nature. So this guy's alright. Let's see, nature AoE is kind of okay actually. Put him in there, and then physical is pretty good. I can do that. Add some burns as well. This guy does fire, which is less good. This guy does physical and morale, which isn't very good. Physical to the back could just be good, actually. Low health there, though. 13 physical. I guess we'll try this. And I actually think I reverse these two, because I want him to survive longest. Alright. So my next... Nope. Still keep thinking this guy's leveled up, and he's not. Alright. None of them do anything in terms of traps, so... The ballista's good. What am I going to do here? 15 physical. And barrier's okay. Nature is like fine as well. See, this is always good. Trained rats are okay. I think I might go energy converter first. Really stack up the barriering here. So I'll probably also do barrier out of this one. Alright. Fire and ice. Anybody? You're okay at it, actually. Let's toss you in the front. You can also generate barrier and stuff, so that's helpful. So you have negative fire resist, which means you are pretty good, right? Ricochets, yeah. Your nature is 0, which is manageable. And then, let's see who else. 50 physical to the front is fine-ish. AoE fire. It's actually pretty good, because this guy's going to apply fire weakness. Yeah, let's maybe use him here. But maybe I reverse them again. Sure he stays alive longer. Sure. And final trap. Hard to say if she's gonna die, because the train rats are really good against her, kind of terrible against him. The portal's pretty bad though. Maybe I go ballista. It should just be generically decent. Sure. Alright, here's hoping.
Holy.
That's not good. This guy goes to the end, so he's just gonna die before he gets a chance to do anything. That's cool. Okay. That went poorly. Not accomplish a lot with that fight. I think we're doing this. I'm hoping that this barrier that we've stacked up here is going to matter. This freaking order is not good. Okay, this actually matters a little bit. I'll let this guy regenerate health. Definitely do this. Okay. Not feeling especially confident right now. Okay, that helps. That helps. Let's see. Who am I gonna hit here? Ah, the one that has way too much resistance, okay. Ow. There's a chance here.
Work harder, kill harder.
Be nice if I went first. Oh, I am going first. Okay, that's great. This gives me a bunch of barrier. This deals... Nah, that's not very good. Alright, let's just do this. 36 since the last fight, okay. I resist 35. What's your nature resist? Negative? Is this actually gonna go faster? No, because this gives me armor as well. That's gotta be better, right? It's like 35 damage. Yeah, this has to be better. I will say this master does lead to some pretty long fights as you're just like building up barrier and very slowly killing stuff. But we're getting through it, so. Alright, hopefully last hit. There we go. Get zapped.
You're off to a good start, Lyra. We're tracking down the employees that used our installations to create you. Our investigation is finished here. We'll leave you these premises. You'll find the skeletons of the scientists you killed, along with a certain number of poisons and mutagens. We'll also keep you up to date on further developments.
Sweet.
That was easy.
Alright, managed to win our first dungeon with the engineer here.
Excellent improvement.
Ooh, gain a few levels. Cool. I like this character so far. Pretty sweet.
So
I'm excited
many
to see
ideas.
what their special little do that is. Again, I assume it's gonna be a trap, but we'll find out what it is for sure next time, hopefully. So yeah, that was a pretty fun run. Hope you enjoyed it as well. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.